Would you give your heart to humanity and sacrifice your entire day and night to rewatch Season 1 and Season 2 of Attack on Titan? Binge watch session. All that coming up after this. Good anime afternoon, I'm Dead Diligent, and today I am rewatching one of my favourite series of all time, Attack on Titan. I am not just watching Season 1, but Season 1 and Season 2 on a binge watch session. Each episode afterwards I'm going to give you a little review. I'm going to be absolutely exhausted by the end of this, but let's see how far I get. Obviously at home you can play along too, so feel free to just empty a day and a night and start binge watching. Let's begin. Super hyped for Attack on Titan. I've just finished episode 1 and it brings back all those memories of how good this anime really is. I've written a couple of notes down about some of the things I want to talk about in this episode. If you've rewatched this with me, then you'll understand some of the references I'm going to do. Now, one of them was when the priest for the walls is saying that the walls are not just stone, they're more than just mortar and stone, they're made by angels. It's so funny how early on they're referencing what the walls are actually made of. And if you don't know what they are, then look at my other video about that. So that was really good. Moses! Where's Moses? This is all that's left of him. That was hilarious when they did that to her. But one of my favourite bits of all time, and it's in the intro for my channel as well, is the woman and the bread. The woman just coming home with her groceries and then the wind kills her. Literally the impact of the gate getting smashed kills her. That has got to be the worst death in Attack on Titan. Put in the comments below if you think there's anything worse, but I can't think of any worse way of dying than literally the blowback from someone kicking down the wall. It is hilarious. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is the smiling Titan. The really, really funny that the Titan comes and they call him Hans or Hans. I think I've been pronouncing his name the whole time wrong. Let me know in the comments below. Not that the pronunciation will help, but he is just so funny. There's so many memes and gifs about this guy. And he's like, I'm a trained soldier. That's not our only option. He just runs away. And he's just like, I've got a debt to settle. And he just runs away with them and leaves her. Hilarious. Great first episode. Love it. Let's carry on to episode 2. Oh, here comes the opening. David and the Jäger, ha, 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 this is the Jäger, ha, 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 this is the Jäger, do li 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 li. Da 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 na na, oh na 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 na, Japanese, I don't know the words, but I sing along anyway. Do 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 do. Titans everywhere. Oh, I'm a fighter, all right. That's just a quote from Eren at the end of this episode. It's really funny. He's just like staring off straight into the camera like, I'm a fighter. At the end of this episode, we get the little training thing that they're just going to start their cadet training, which is nice. I forgot that this was in 2 parts, the past thing. I thought in episode 2 we go straight into training, but I didn't realise that episode 1 and episode 2 were the complete past bit, like the fall of where they lived and the first appearance of the Armoured Titan, which was really nice. I like that their cannons didn't work, because that comes up later that they improved the system for it. Lots of people died in this episode. I was keeping a little tally chart of people just dying. Quite a lot. The boat's a bit brutal. There's lots of people left behind. And then Armin's wise fisherman friend, he's got a fisherman hat, I think he's a fisherman. He obviously dies, I presume, because he's just got the hat. So I presume he goes out to try and reclaim land, get farmland or something, and dies. poor guy. He was actually quite nice. But as with all in Attack on Titan, they all die in the end. Anyway, that was episode 2. Let's carry on to episode 3. Fucking Armin. Why is a rat like you here? When he says my name's Armin, he's like, what a stupid name. He's like, it was my granddad's name. He's getting absolutely grilled. It's so funny. Oh, please continue. And Potato Girl, hilarious, makes this episode. Just watch episode 3 for Potato Girl. Mwah. So nice. I love the way that the instructor doesn't pick on certain people and they're like, oh, it's because he knows that they've been through Titan attacks. Or that they are Titans. Oh, so funny. I love the way the training instructor purposely rigs Armin's training gear as well. That comes up in a later manga as well, that it's actually true that he rigs it on purpose. And I really love that as well. But when he sees the Potato Girl, oh my goodness. My heart just dropped and I was like, no. Here's a little reaction of me doing it to the actual clip. Why would you eat a potato? Cringe. Don't offer him half. Don't give him half. As you can tell, I cannot stand cringy things. They literally make my fingers just cringy things. And for me, that's really funny, that part, but just so cringy. Okay, let's move on to episode 4. Channel the anger swelling inside you, fighting the boundaries till we break through. Spin your soul, there's no hesitation, so be the one they all fear. In this episode, we're given some information about each of the characters, which I really like, from the captain's perspective or the trainer's perspective, and it's really funny. With Armin, he's built like a daffodil, but he's really intelligent. And just some of the others, like Annie doesn't play well with others. These little tidbits are what it's really about. The little building of each character in a different way rather than just pointless sort of exposition. So I really like that. They're thinking about deciding where they're going to go, and then they're doing their first guard duty on the wall. They get ham or pork or whatever the stupid piece of meat is, and they're like, how nice is this? And then poof, the Colossal Titan comes. One of my favourite bit when Aaron's like, and he looks behind that. Colossal Titan. Really like that bit. Let's move on to episode 5. Love this opening. This episode 5, is probably one of my most favourite out of every episode. The first battle of the Trost district, and I probably say that about every episode, that's my favourite episode, but This one in particular, that they have to go out, they have to attack Titans. They're really confident, overzealous, charging in, and then the whole squad gets dismantled. One by one. Best one of all of them, though, the piece de resistance is Thomas. Poor Thomas. He always reminds me of a sheep for some reason, but poor Thomas in this episode is all I have to say. There's a few other bits in it with Pixis and a noble lord having their game of chess together. That's a really good insight into the character of Pixis as well. And I really want to know what's in Pixis's flask. That's one of my main questions, but that's for another day. Yes, at the end we have that little thing with Aaron going, "Eee," and Armor just being left with an arm. Titans seem to have a habit of leaving arms behind. It's almost like they don't want them. Or maybe it's because everyone's going like this, going, "Please don't eat me," and then it gets chopped. Because like in the first episode, all what was left was that guy's arm. What was his name? Moses, my Moses. Do you know, so it seems like an arm sort of thing's going on here. Sort of arm fetish going on. Maybe not. Kishimoto, let us know. Okay, let's carry on to episode number 6. Backflip time. Ha 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 ha. This is a Jaeger. Ha 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 ha. Boom. Attack on Titan. I don't really have a lot to say about episode 6. It's a continuation on the Battle of Trosk, but you don't really get to see very much of it because it's mainly taken up by the backstory of Eren and Mikasa and how her parents died. I want to call it filler, but that's not fair because it's not, because it develops the characters quite well, so it's good character development. But I feel like this episode being called Battle of Trosk Part 2, it's not very much compared to the significant part of her backstory, but it does give us a better insight into Mikasa and Mikasa's relationship with Eren, which is really good. So let's move on to episode number 7. This is the point where my camera has run out of battery and I need to recharge it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like videos like this, and the like button. All that good stuff helps. And comment below if you enjoyed this style of video. I'll be back next time with more binge watching Attack on Titan.